I told Elon like some years back or some time back when he started changing his views towards supporting Trump. I said, "Oh, yeah, you've got good bodyguards because Biden and that crowd that they don't simply swear at you. They come and kill you. You disappear because in politics, the prize is too great. So people, we're not making superchargers when you run a government. You have the thing that's called power, and once you've had power, you realize that everything that you did in your business, making car tires or whatever it was, where you thought you had power, was not power at all. You had nothing. And then you get into politics and you become an elected person in politics, and suddenly, everyone is, sort of falling to the ground around you. When you see them, they're all bowing and scraping, and then you realize, oh my God, I never had power until I got into politics. Yeah. And that's what's happened with Elon. He's had power all these years with these businesses that he has, and he has financial power. But as you know, as we discussed before, if you want to be at the top of things, it's financial, it's political, and it's social. So if you don't have all three legs, you can have all the money in the world, but if you have no political connections, you're nothing. You can have all the political connection in the world, but you have no money, well, you're nothing too. And you have to be up in society as well. You have to have society backing you, So once you have those three legs, then you have power. And politics brings if you have the money behind you as well, I imagine. If you have all those things and you get into politics and you have the social, high in social, high in political, high in financial, you experience for the first time real power. That people who own, places that make cell phones or iPhones or whatever, they don't have any real power. It looks like they do, but all they have is a few extra dollars. That's all. Yeah. But the political world is something else, where suddenly you become elevated to the level of something beyond human. As soon as you're elected, I've had that experience.
Yeah. And you did that. We've spoken about that on the Andrew Eborn Show before. I mean, you started at a very early age in politics yourself in your 20s, didn't you? Did you find, they always say that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Did you see a lot of that when you were growing up?
Well, no, I don't think. I know I've heard the phrase, of course. The phrase is accurate. I mean, obviously it's accurate. But yes, I would imagine that, there are so many people at your throat and at your ankles when you're in the world of politics. I imagine in places like Saudi Arabia and UAE and so on, and of course you've got this Iran crowd, the mullahs and everything. They have absolute power, and I would say, like, if you look at Iran, it doesn't look good to me because they're sort of killing of people and all that sort of stuff is terrible. But if you have a thing like UAE and you have absolute power, but they are very enlightened. It's a very enlightened government. It's very obvious because when you get there, you see the development. Everybody wants to be there. The actual Emirate of Dubai has 10 million or so people. 1 million are Emiratis, 9 million are foreigners of all kinds. And that because it's very enlightened leadership, they don't take advantage of their leadership. But I would say that when, in the past, people take advantage of their power, then, of course, it corrupts.